got home from the stable, she found Charles and her mom in the kitchen. She was starving. Ryan definitely gave her an appetite. What for supper, she asked. She bent down to pet Rascal. Oh, he was boinging around and barking. He always felt happy to see her, and that was good. She straightened up when she saw the frown on her mother's face. Charles placed his finger over his lips, giving her the shh sign. The bean copied Charles and shushed Lizzie as well. Uh-oh. Well, Mom said, we're gonna have some meatloaf. She folded her arms and glared down at Rascal. But when I was upstairs looking up recipes on the computer, someone found out he could jump as high as enough to reach the hamburger I had on the counter. Rascal stopped bouncing for a second and sat down, looking up at them. Why did everybody look mad? Were they proud of his new trick? Many dogs in the world could jump that high. He was a very, very, very good jumper, even if he didn't say so himself. And now he had discovered the countertop. Life in the kitchen wasn't going to be as nearly as boring. Lizzie shook her head at Rascal. He stared up at her with black budding eyes gleaming and his stubby little tail wagging again. How could such a naughty dog be so cute? What am I gonna do with you? She asked. We're gonna find him a home. That's what, Mom said. But Mom, Charles said, who's gonna take him if he acts this way? Now it's Lizzie's turn to give her brother the shh song. He was just upset because meatloaf was one of his favorite dinners. We'll keep working on his training, she promised her mom. Great, Mom said. But you'll need help, so I have signed us up for some private lessons with Jamie. She's gonna come over tonight. Here? Lizzie was surprised. She didn't know that dog trainers made house calls. She says it's important for the whole family to learn how to train Rascal, Mom said. She wants us all here. Mom didn't look too excited about the lessons, but Dad liked it though. Oh, it will be fun, he said when he got home with 2 pizzas he picked up for dinner. Mom had obviously called him to tell him about Rascal and the hamburger meat. Although they had barely finished when the doorbell rang. Rascal started boinging and barking. Woof, 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 woof! His loud, high-pitched bark. Then the bean put down his pizza crust and barked along. Mom cupped her hands over her ears. Lizzie ran over for the door and opened it. Hi, Jamie, she said. Hi, Lizzie, Jamie answered. Tell you what, let's try this again. I'll go out and wait for a minute. Then I'll ring the doorbell. If Rascal starts barking, he will, Lizzie says. When Rascal starts barking, Lizzie said, Jamie said with a smile, try throwing this down your feet. Don't hit him with it. And make sure he can really tell where it's coming from. She handed Lizzie a soda can with pennies inside of it and the top taped shut. I'd used one of these before. Lizzie said, when we were testing Shadow, the dog who was learned to be a guide dog. We tossed a penny near Shadow to see if it would scare him. It didn't. Great, Jamie said, but this time the penny can's just supposed to give Rascal something else to think about. If he stops barking because he's surprised or curious, you can praise him or give him a treat. Let's try it, Lizzie said. She shut the door on Jamie and went back into the kitchen, climbing over the baby gate. She quickly explained the plan to the rest of her family. She stood near Rascal until the doorbell rang again. When it did, Rascal started barking. Lizzie threw the can. Hey, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Rascal heard the jingling noise and wondered where it came from. But he was too busy barking to stop and find out now. After all, he had a job to do. He had to let his people know that somebody was at the door. Well, that didn't work out so well, Jamie admitted when Lizzie answered the door again. But don't worry, we'll try some other things out. Rascal was still barking as Lizzie and Jamie came into the kitchen. Rascal! Dad yelled. Cut it out! Dad was not usually a yeller, but everybody was tired of that damn dog and his barking. I know it's frustrating, Mr. Peterson, Jamie said. But you have to try and not yell at him. Try to think like a dog. If he hears you yelling, he'll just think you're barking too. And he'll want to bark along. Well, what will we do? Mom asked, taking her hands off her ears to hear Jamie's answer. Ignore him, Jamie suggested. Wait till he winds down. Then praise him. They ignored Rascal. They ignored him some more. He just kept barking, boing. Or, Jamie said with a chuckle, you can try spraying him with a bit of water, or water mixed with vinegar. She pulled out a spray bottle of her bag and sprayed Rascal when he wasn't looking. Oh, hey, what was that? It usually didn't rain outdoors. Rascal turned around in a circle, trying to figure out where the water was coming from. Finally, the barking stopped. Phew, Mom said. Finally, Dad said. Good dog, Jamie said, giving Rascal a biscuit. Now, she said, maybe we can get some training done. Jamie stayed over for an hour working with Rascal and the Petersons. Rascal tried to pay attention. He really did, but it was boring to sit, and even more boring to stay. Twirling, jumping, and hopping around were so much more fun. Thanks for coming, Mom said when the exhausted Peterson said goodnight to Jamie. Jamie sighed. You're welcome. I just wished I could help. The truth is, Rascal may never be a great house pet. Charles and Lizzie looked at each other. I'll make some phone calls, Jamie went on. I know a lady who takes in dogs on her farm. Maybe Rascal could stay with her for a while. No, the dogs don't get a lot of attention, but at least he'll have a place to live. Mom and Dad nodded, but Charles and Lizzie shook their heads and gasped. The farm part sounded good, but Rascal loved people and he needed attention. They would have to try and keep finding him the right home, and they did not have that much time left.